Currently, I'm a defense attorney's assistant. No. An assistant of at my father's firm. I've made a commitment to this case, and therefore, if I don't save my client, I cannot say I've achieved it. I will abide by this to save Simon Keyes. Good. Now, no matter how many times my logic fails, I will always find another possibility. Okay, you're finally back. Well then, let's search for that other possibility. To start with, do you think there was a way Mr. Knightley could have brought a chisel into the prison? The method Knightley used to bring the chisel into the prison was chessboard. Normally, metal objects can't be brought into the detention center of the prison. They'd just be caught by the security gate. However, there is one way to avoid this, and that is if they've sent in a package to the detention center. That gate is only used on people. In other words, packages sent to the detention center undergo a simpler check. It should actually be more thorough, so they don't use a metal detector for that. This never should have happened. It seems the guards were too careless. Knowing this, Knightley asked Simon to send him a package. Namely, a chessboard containing the chisel. Well, this has solved one of our problems. The fact that the chisel was not Mr. Dogen's, but Mr. Knightley's. Given this, one major issue remains. The security camera shows a dog attacking the victim. As long as that exists, I will maintain that Dogen is the killer. But Dogen never touched the murder weapon. I'm stumped. We also desire a conclusion to this matter. Mr. Edgeworth, we can use one of my secret weapons, sir. Secret weapon number 4, the video analyzing machine, Mr. Analysis. What? What's with that ridiculous name? I named it myself, sir. This will let us analyze video footage in detail. Go ahead. You'll see I'm not lying. I don't know what will come of this, but all we can do now is investigate. Mr. Edgeworth, do you know how to use Mr. Analysis? A video analysis machine. Should I hear how it's used? Nah. I see no particular need for an explanation. Yes, sir. Alright, let's turn on Mr. Analysis and get started. Use Mr. Analysis to examine any suspicious part of the video, sir. This is a video from the detention center's camera. I believe this was the moment when Knightley was being attacked by the dog. If that wasn't the case, then what does it show? Is that person in this video really Knightley? And what is the true form of the black silhouette attacking this person? I should check the video and try to find the answers to these two questions. There could be unexpected things in unexpected places, so be sure to check every nook and cranny of the video, sir. What part of the video is strange? All of it. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. But, no, fuck. Go back. Fucking frame by frame. Oh, it never shows his face, does it? Let's see what this is. Examine. Nothing here. I should have another look at the video. Maybe I'll find something if I make use of the zoom feature. Zoom. Zoom. Fucking. Zoom. What is that? This is. If we have made a grave miscalculation. This animal, this silhouette, no matter how you look at it, it's not a dog. The animal is a bear, a cat, a pig. A pig? This silhouette is clearly a pig. A pig? Now that you say it, it has to be. It's not. It's probably a cat, right? I certainly cannot see anything resembling a pig. Now, I'm sure that Miles here is just joking, right? I was being serious. What? It was a joke. Prosecutor Edgeworth, please be more serious with your answers. Ow. That must have left a bad impression. I should have another look at the animal seen in the video. Scroll down. Oh, God. Ah. Fuck. It's not a bear. It's a cat. This silhouette is definitely a cat. A cat? Oh my, it's not a bear. What? Oh my God. I can't see a cat. Prosecutor Edgeworth, please. I was being serious. I should have another look. It doesn't look like a fucking bear. A bear. From the silhouette, I'd say the animal is not a dog, but a bear. It doesn't look like a bear. Okay, maybe because I've fucking seen bears. That thing's fucking tiny for a bear. What is it, a fucking cub? So then, that photo I took. Those footprints must have belonged to the bear, yes. What? How are these bear prints? Did you say a bear? But it could be Elbert, actually. That's what it is. This does not look like a... Whatever. Okay, sure. It's a bear. It's a bear. Sure. Fuck it. Koala bear. Yes, that man is the first to come to mind. Now that we know this black shadow isn't a dog, but a bear, there's a good possibility that the man being attacked is not Knightley. Whatever can show that man isn't Knightley should be somewhere in this video, wouldn't it, sir? Since his face is not visible, it would be difficult to get direct confirmation. However, perhaps there is something indirectly referenced. Something indirectly referenced. Hey, isn't there a mirror in the cell, sir? Indeed. That could be worth examining. I'd actually just look at what he was wearing. Bing, bing, bing. Oh, God. Zoom. Keep going. Pause. Bring it back. Let's see anything. I don't even know how it's spelled in there. God, I wish there was a faster way to do this. Okay. Fuck. I'm gonna move it slow. Ooh. Zoom. I feel like it'll be like the next frame. Oh, he's wearing a uniform. Reflection of this person can be seen in the mirror. Is that a cap on his head? Actually, it looks kind of like the caps of the prison guards wear, sir. You don't think it was a guard who was attacked? Have you received a report of any guard being attacked by an animal? No, not that I have, sir. Then it was someone else wearing a guard's uniform, I see. I have evidence that shows what this cap is. There is no report of a guard being attacked by an animal. However, we did hear that a guard's uniform was stolen. Putting two and two together, I'd say this was a disguise for the purpose of a prison escape. Disguised as a guard. That sounds like it could have been successful, sir. Speaking of prison escapes, he flew in the coop. Indeed, that person certainly was successful. We were all under the impression that the person in this video was Knightley. But it's his cell after all. Why would it be anyone else? That line of logic no longer holds. Remember the tunnel under his bed. It's possible whoever used this tunnel is the one in this video. It seems it's time to answer that question. Just who is the person in this video? The person in this video is Mr. Albert. Or Jailbird. Memed. The person wearing the guard's uniform is the escaped prisoner J. Albert. The probability is extremely high. His pet is a polar bear cub. You know what I said? Is it a cub? It is a cub. Forgot that he actually even had one. But the bear here is black. I have evidence that can explain this matter. The reason the polar bear became black is dirt. Just say this. This is what tunnel. That is what turned the polar bear black. Uncle Ray can't understand why it would turn black either. I can understand even without his explanation. Please refrain from making such meaningless statements. It just became like covered in mud. I'm sure it was under the care of Mr. Saw. Yes, the answer must be what happened at that time. Well, yeah, oh, mud packs. In the name of the goddess of law, I will allow it. Please present your evidence. Yeah, mud packs, dude. Duh. Think back to Frank Sod's testimony. That's the rubber glove I dropped. Where did the mud on this glove come from? Ah, that's the mud from my mud packs. At the time I was practicing applying my mud packs. Could you tell me when this took place on the day of the incident? Since the animal show had started, I'd say it was around 9 a.m. The mud packs turned the animal's bodies pitch black, and my heart was pure white. I was totally engrossed with covering the animals in mud. During the animal show, Mr. Salt was applying mud packs to the animals. So then, among those animals was this polar bear. Yes. What do you mean overruled? Prosecutor Edgeworth, there's a huge contradiction in your argument. The security camera footage... Shut the fuck up! Judge Courtney, you're quite right. Sod used the mud packs during the animal show. Knowing this, a new contradiction in the video comes to light. A new contradiction? Okay. Do you know when this footage was taken? It was after the mud packs were used. That would put it around 9 a.m. In that case, you should notice something strange about this video. Huh? What's strange about it? The time stamp. The strange thing about the contradiction, it contradicts this time the video is taken. The time Sod covered the polar bear in mud was around 9. Which means this video should have been taken at 9 a.m. However, the timestamp reads 6 a.m. On that day, the prisoners went to the courtyard to watch the animal show. At this time, only 3 people remained behind. Dogan in his special cell, Sod in the workroom applying his mud packs, and the one who put his escape plan in motion at that moment, J. Albert. Albert left the polar bear in Sod's care and entered the secret tunnel. Oh my fucking god. However, the bear escaped from Sod and followed after its owner. And just when he was chasing after the escaped bear, Sod happened to witness the dog pulling the murder weapon out of the body. This is so fucking convoluted. What the fuck? If Sod's testimony is correct, this video must have been taken at around 9 a.m. However, the timestamp is off by 3 hours. Why would the timestamp be off like that? Detective Gumshoe, I'd like you to examine the security camera. That means there's a 3-hour gap of something that's missing. Sorry to keep you waiting, sir. I asked all the guards and, seems the camera's power was cut off for a moment, throwing off the timestamp. 3 hours. What? The camera is an old model, so if it loses power, the clock stops as well. In that case, this means the camera's power was cut for 3 hours. You'd think they'd reset it. Well, while I'm at it, I've got some more information for you, sir. You heard that Knightley denied stealing the key, right? Seems nobody would believe the words of a criminal, but Knightley testified I was knocked out too. It may not necessarily be a lie. My. There you all are. Making progress in your investigation? Can I be of any help? Actually, Warden Roland, there is something we must report to you. The escaped prisoner, Jay Elbert, is most likely still inside the prison. He has disguised himself. Here's the proof. The person visible in the security camera is Elbert. So perhaps he's still in this very building. Come to think of it, didn't Mr. Albert have a bracelet like the other prisoners? The dude turned around there. The bracelet would have been concealed under his uniform sleeves. Moreover, the prison's main gate does not have a sensor to detect bracelets. All he would have to do is avoid any doors with sensors inside the prison. That's right. So if he didn't enter the cells or the workrooms, could one of you guys be Jay Elbert? Ah, Rocky! Yoinked. Stop it! What are you doing? It seems now Rocky has answered that question for us. No! Rocky! This is all your fault. That little guy loves you so much it's enviable. I wish I had someone who loved me. Right then, seize him at once! Wait. There's something we must hear from this prisoner. It's necessary if we are to find the truth. I'd like the permission to interrogate him. Understood. What do you want out of me? Albert's escape route is linked to Knightley's cell. It's highly likely he knows something about the crime. I'd like to ask you about the day the body was found. I don't know nothing. So it was you guys. You were the ones who found my secret tunnel. Took me ages to dig that. The day the body was found was the day I'd planned to escape. I was in disguise. Then Rocky followed after me. But he was all covered in mud. I panicked and returned to my cell. Damn! If only you guys hadn't shown up. If only Knightley hadn't died. You say you dug the tunnel. What did you use to dig it? Oh, that. Just hammers. And spoons. Stuff like that. I bought them from the supplier. But it was all for nothing. No need to lose your temper. There's always next time. On the day of the incident, it's possible that Albert met Knightley while he was alive. Now I have to listen to his testimony carefully. So it's you guys. What do you mean? Did you obtain the guard's uniform from the supplier to him? Yeah, that's right. Seems he got it by threatening a guard. The guy went and stole it from someone's locker. So when you went through the tunnel, you were already dressed like a guard? No. Ensured that the clothes wouldn't get stained with mud. I carried them with me. Once I got out of the hole and changed clothes, getting out of the cell door was simple. That's when Rocky ran up and jumped on me. That must be the moment the security camera captured. I see. Could you add that to your testimony? Give me some more. So he stole the key. Getting on the cell door was simple, you say? Yeah. compared to going through the tunnel. It was very simple. You inhabit a prison. Yet you seem to know the layout of the detention center quite well. Oh, what's so wrong about that? Sure, I've been to the detention center too. In that case, he should have known about it from the start. When Knightley went in his cell, the door would have been locked, which means there was that one piece of evidence and Elbert needed to escape. When did you get the key? You say it was simple. It was simple getting through the cell door. Yeah, that's right. You got a problem with that, huh? Even though you managed to arrive at Knightley's cell, opening that door wasn't so simple. How did you intend to unlock the cell door? Don't worry about it, okay? J. Elbert, you had the key to Knightley's cell. I got nothing like that. That's it. It was open. It was already unlocked when I got there. Liar. Indeed, the cell was vacant after Knightley's death, which is why, at the time we conduct our investigation, it was unlocked. Your successful attempt occurred after Knightley's death, so the door would have been open. However, you had tried to escape once before then. The plan was foiled thanks to Rocky. The video shows it. Yes, that was during the animal show, before Knightley's death was known. And the cell door was locked because no one knew he was dead. Without the key to Knightley's cell, your escape would have been impossible. What? That means it can't be. It's exactly what you think. In the case of the stolen key, the culprit is J. Elbert. And you were the one who attacked the guard, weren't you? The guard and Knightley, too, in order to steal the cell key. It wasn't me. I don't know about any Knightley. After stealing the key, you returned to your cell as a precautionary measure. And you waited for a time when the prison would be mostly vacant. That was just before Knightley's death became known. In other words, during the animal show. But in the end, the plan was foiled thanks to Rocky. Don't screw with me. If you don't have evidence, I'll still win by decision. Besides, it was the Knightley guy who attacked the guard, right? I think not. Regarding the theft of the keys, Knightley was the victim. This proves Knightley was the victim who was attacked in his cell. Small bruises on his head. Does this really prove it? Oh, fuck off. Of course. Oh, I had to show the blood. Fuck off! Small bruises on his head. That's where he was hit in the head. This dude didn't stab him necessarily, but the bruises on his head was from dude. As I thought, you don't have proof, do you? Oh, nope, wrong one. That one. Take that! In Knightley's cell, there were traces of his blood, which had been wiped away. I believe this is more than enough proof Knightley was attacked in his cell. You attacked those two people and stole the key, didn't you? Damn. I never thought you'd find the bloodstain wiped away with the newspaper. Why do you go through all the trouble wiping the bloodstain? On the hands of Knightley and the guard. There are obvious signs of a scuffle, you know. If the bloodstains were uncovered, they'd find out there was another attacker. If anyone looked around the bed and the tunnel I dug would be discovered. So you were trying to buy more time for your escape attempt. But I'm afraid to say your plan still ended in failure. Now then, hand over the keys to Knightley's cell. What the fuck is going on, dude? Why is he getting beaten up by himself? Why does his mouth guard have teeth in it? No way. I'll get an amateur like you knock me out. Here, got the keys right here. Thank you. Shut up, bitch. Hold it. If you have that key, then that means... That's right, Judge Courtney. You reasoned that Knightley stole the key and used it to leave his cell. From there, he entered Mr. Keyes' cage and was moved to the workroom. However, the very foundation of that hypothesis has collapsed. How? I see, in that case, there's only one person who could have moved Knightley. The criminal must have been someone who knew about the secret tunnel. Hey, you suggesting? Jailbird, you're under arrest, pal. Wait, I didn't do nothing. Sure, I knocked out those two guys, wiped out the blood, stole the keys. After that, I waited for the perfect time to enter the guy's cell. But the cell was empty then. There's no dead body either. And also, how could I have gotten into the workroom? I couldn't even leave my own cell, right? It's true. You only had the key to Knightley's cell. But there's also Dogen's dog. What? It'd been possible for the dog to carry his body from the cell to the workroom. I see. So you're saying there is an accomplice. The crime would have been possible if Albert and Dogen were working together. It's perfectly possible. This is not a solo kill. This is someone working with someone. Somehow, Albert managed to carry Knightley's body to his own cell. And the dog must have carried it to the workroom. Yes, because all the animals can move freely in the prison. But that's not the case for the path between the detention center and the prison. The only one who could use that route was you, Jailbird.